The IAPT Employment Support Service is there to enable individuals to move closer back into the workplace or to support employee retention. The whole idea is to stop people falling off onto benefits. When the advisor rings up the individual, on the first phone call, which can take up to 45 minutes, the advisor will take a full case history from the individual, which will include personal details, employment details, and also details about their health, because it's really important to get the full facts as quickly as we can. What the employment advisor really wants to do is to drill down and to really get to the crux of the matter, so that we can find out very quickly what it is that is preventing that individual either moving into work or staying in work. The case management can sometimes take up to a couple of weeks and can even be extended up to about 6 weeks. Every individual is just that, they are individual, so it's as long as it takes. The kind of support that's offered is offering to help with mediation with their employer, negotiation, working through a supportive way back into work, either through flexible working or through a change in their role. We often find that predominantly the cases that we are seeing are around bullying and harassment, communication difficulties, role ambiguity, extended roles, workplace pressure, and usually it can be resolved quite simply with working through with the individual. The whole aim of the service is to empower the individual so that they understand completely what they're doing and what they're involved with. So if it happens again, then they can take control of that situation. We draw up an action plan with the individual, identifying what each party needs to do. And when those actions have been addressed and the individual has sorted through the issue, then we intervention close. Although we intervention close, we keep in touch with the individual for a further 6 months to make sure that they're absolutely fine and that there's no more issues occurring at work.
What do you think, or what do you want the advisory service to do for you, Richard?
I think at this stage it's very difficult for me to say, because I don't really know what's going to come of what's happened. I mean, I've had a lot of interviews and talks with the people at work where they've obviously recommended counselling, therapy, and obviously yourselves. And the only thing that I'll say to you is, in some places I feel that I'm getting as much help as people can offer, but I'm not understanding what's happening to me.
Right. Well, in the notes I've had from your therapist, it says that you're not sure, first of all, whether you want to return to work. There's a possibility you could be made redundant, but you don't know the terms of it, and you're quite confused about that.
Correct.
You don't know what you'd want to do.
No.
You live on a boat, and your dream is to work on them as well. So the way I think we'd go is, with your permission, I will contact your HR department and try and get in writing exactly what they want you to do. If they want to make you redundant, we need to know what the redundancy terms are. If they want to take you back, it's obvious you can't go back as a driver feeling the way you do now, so we've got to ask if there's any alternative employment available within the company. Because you're not sure whether you want to go back, we've got to start the first part of looking for another job, and the first part to that is writing out your CV. In other words, putting down all your skills and experience and then seeing if we can match them with the job. How do you feel about that?
At this moment in time, that sounds a very good idea, because I think that that is one of the things that's probably not helping, is the fact that I am really confused, and not so much not making up my mind, but actually knowing which path to take.
Well, you don't know. You can't make up your mind if you
That's
haven't
right.
got facts, can you?
I know.
And do I have your permission to contact your
Oh yes,
HR?
yeah.
I would also, with their permission, if they want to have any meetings, if they give me permission, would you like me to attend with you to
Yes,
those
please, yes.
meetings? Right. I think the best thing we can do now is I'm going to go away and I'm going to contact your HR. I'm going to give them 2 weeks to come back to me. In the meantime, I'd like you to... Have you got a CV?
Yes, I have got access to my CV.
Can you start updating it if there's anything? And then when I see you again in a fortnight's time, I hope to be able to give you feedback from your company and look at your CV. In the meantime, think and look about for any possible jobs that may come up.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want from me at this time?
No, I think you've covered everything, to be honest with you. As I say, but just at the moment, more than anything, it's just that I am still a bit confused, which is certainly not helping.
Right. Well, we'll make a date for our next appointment, and then we'll see how it goes from there. In the meantime, don't worry, we're here to help.
I was feeling really depressed at work as I was having problems, so my GP told me about Pathways and referred me this way.
I just didn't know what to do. And until you've been in this situation, I don't think people can appreciate it. I was at my wit's end, I was self-harming. I'd got good support from my family, but I wasn't telling them everything because I didn't want them to worry. When I did eventually, you know, I was put in touch with Anna, I cannot tell you how good she's been. She's supported me all the way. She's contact with me. She's made phone calls on my behalf when I've been too distressed to do so. Like I say, I don't know what I would have done without them, because at one point I was at a really bad place, and it was only my children that stopped me doing something really silly.
They were really good, and they arranged meetings with the management at the hotel to get all my problems sorted out, and they arranged for me to come to Timbrel House on a Tuesday to be involved in little training sessions to deal with stress and all things like that.
I think work is very important to health. Work gives you a meaning to each day. It gives you a sense of self-worth and self-esteem. You're meeting other people, you're doing something, and you're getting a reward for it, and I think that's really, really important. Well, work for me, it's the main thing in my life at the moment. Because of different difficulties in my personal life, work is a main focus, and I thoroughly enjoy what I do. But I think the main thing is working with other people, communicating with other people, helping other people, which is lovely because that's the role we have in this company. And the main reason is being with people and improving my own self-regard and how I feel about myself.